Hey everybody, it's Michael, and we just shipped ourselves the RigidBot. So we're going to do an official unboxing of the RigidBot Big Kit. Here's little Allie, she's going to help us. This is my sweet little daughter. And we're going to open it up. So, looks like it arrived in pretty good condition. You can see box is alive and safe and well. You see the official RigidBot box and markings and logo. It's pretty exciting. When we open up the box, you can see the RigidBot logo in the styrofoam. And here's our first look. So we have the RigidBot, all the parts of the kit. This is considered what we call box A. So every kit will get this, whether it's the big or regular size. And it has all of our components in it. So inside here is the main board, all the wiring. Here are the head pieces, the stepper motors. This particular version has the Z-Rod upgrade. You can look and see the official RigidBot motors. And if you look over here, you can see just some more head pieces. Here's our thermistor, heater cartridges, all the head plastics for assembly. We have our pulleys and belts, all of our bearings. Here are some of the plastic pieces for assembly. Here we have the tools needed for assembly, and just miscellaneous hardware parts like the screws and the springs, limit switch holders. And so we have, for assembly, we have all the screws are labeled, and these numbers will be referenced in the assembly instructions, so it makes it pretty easy. So we have like 1035, 1034 screws, 1033 screws. Here are like the nuts, the 1069, the 1040, and so in our drawings we're going to be referencing the part numbers. Each part number is bagged and tagged for ease of assembly. We've got our power supply right here. It's a lot of power to heat those big heated beds, and so it's awfully big. Cable management, some more plastic parts. So this here is a box A. Every printer kit gets that. If we lift box A up and out, now we're going to see the rest of it. So here is a RigidBot with a few extra parts in here, but it shows some of the upgrades. So here's the spooler rack. If we open the spooler rack up, we can see here's all the parts needed to make the spooler rack. So it has, again, each part is labeled. We have our powder coated rod, and then the posts that assemble it, in addition to the screws needed for assembly. We have our LCD. Right there. And this is actually assembled, but it shows the buttons, the LCD, and the cable needed to make it work. Oh, Allie, you want to go put this over there, okay? Alright. Okay, in addition, this one is showing just a few extra parts. Here's the dust cover, nicely packed. And this is for, of course, the RigidBot Big. Right there. And it has a really cool, convenient zipper pouch. So you can just zip it open, slide it over the machine with the spooler rack already attached, and then when you put it back, and just close it up. So pretty cool features. Alright, looking back in here, we don't have the box yet for the dual extruder. They didn't send it with us, but here's all the parts to the dual extruder, in addition to the dual extruder plate. And so this particular kit has all the upgrades in it. Here's the 5-pack of tips right here. So we have the dust cover, the spooler rack, the LCD, the dual extruder, and then I actually, just for fun, had them ship in the box just some extra parts These tools are not included in our kits, but I just had them ship them. So this now is box, what we call box C. If you look here, it's labeled C. Box C is for the big kit. Box B would be for a regular kit. Alright, so if we look inside here, this is how it's packaged. And this has all the components needed to make a RigidBot Big. And so you can see these are the front covers labeled. Each one is labeled according to the part number. In addition to that, we have all the components needed for the Big. So here's our heated bed. It has the protected film on the aluminum to make it look nice. And then in between, you can see in the static bubble wrap is the heated bed PCB. And then we also have all the metal bars needed. If you notice, each metal bar is labeled with the appropriate part number. So it's important to leave them in the sleeve. You have your part number. When you're getting ready to assemble the printer, you're going to reference these part numbers. So it's important to leave the sleeves on. In addition, we have the metal rods. And here are the rods for the Z and the X and the Y. And there you go. There is a completed kit. Let me show and check one thing over here. A lot of you may not notice this, but in box A, there's a compartment underneath that houses your free spool of PLA. And so make sure when you're looking in your packaging that you have your box of PLAs underneath. We're very excited. We'll be putting this printer all together and we'll keep you updated. Thank you very much.